What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Game of the Week show. I'm Matt, and that's Dan. And that's Ash. You alright, Ash?
I'm okay.
Hair's looking particularly good today.
Thank you, hairstylist.
So let's just get straight into it. We've got a lot to talk about today. This is a weekly show that the three of us do where we get together every Monday to talk about the latest news in the video game industry. We also go through each of the game releases for that week before each picking our favourite games of the week. So if you like video game news, let's plays, reviews, commentaries, whatever, we do them all here. You can find out everything we do on thegameinitiative.com. The link to that is down below. And remember, if you don't hate this video, share us with your friends. And even if you do, share it with your friends. We don't care. As long as we get the share, that's all that matters. So diving straight into the news this week, gents, let's start with the free games. We use free in quotations because they're not really free.
Yeah.
But the offerings that are coming up, well, starting today on Xbox, it is the first. But we'll go with PlayStation first so Dan can feel involved in the conversation. PS4, we have Helldivers and Nom Nom Galaxy. On PS3, we have Grid Autosport and Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. And then on the Vita, we have Nova, 111, 111... I can't remember. We did this joke last time, so I won't do it again. And Lemmings Touch. So which of those, any of those kind of stand out for you this month as a game that you're excited to be playing?
I think Lemmings Touch on the Vita sort of appeals to me. I don't know, I haven't played a Lemmings game for quite a number of years, and I'm just sort of starting to get a bit bored of the games I've got on my Vita, and I tend to use it a lot when I'm travelling, and it's nice to have something new and free, obviously, for
I think the last Lemmings game I ever played was Mega Drive.
Oh really?
That's how long it's been.
It's pretty old.
I played on the PSP. There was definitely a Lemmings game on the PSP that I played and I enjoyed.
Yeah, mine's PC days, way back when.
Wow.
Yeah.
Moving to the more higher budget games, maybe. I'm excited. Well, maybe not even. Helldivers, PS4. I'm really excited for.
I've seen like Let's Play of it. It does look good. Longevity wise, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's certainly got entertainment factor for a bit in there.
Well, it is.
Which is what you want when you're getting these games for free. It's like they don't have to keep you entertained for 30 hours.
I'm not expecting a 30-hour, 40-hour experience. If I can get a good weekend out of it, then I'll be happy. It's just a game to experience. And then, if you enjoy the game, then maybe you look out for what the developer does next time. Yeah. Kind of puts them on your radar for you. Helldivers does have some co-op in it, so maybe the three of us should give it a go at some point. We can add it to the list along with all the other games that we say we're going to play. But as soon as we shut that camera off, we don't speak with each other for another week because we hate each other. Grid Nom Nom Galaxy. That was the. Do you remember that one? The one where the bloke's trying to take down the Soup Empire.
It's the top down, isn't it?
No, it's side scrolling. There's an evil person that wants to ban all soup in the galaxy, and you have to deliver soup to everyone.
Oh, the soup one, yeah. I do remember. Oh yeah, this was ages ago we talked about that, but I remember. Soup, yes.
I do love me soup. What's your favourite flavour?
Nom. Just tomato.
Just tomato?
Well, yeah.
Oh, fine.
Chicken noodle.
Chicken noodle, good choice. Mine's potato and leek. It's got to be. Potato and leek, it's a good time.
That is a good choice.
It's a good choice.
That is a good choice.
Hopefully you can get that in Nom Nom Galaxy. I will be finding out. It definitely isn't.
If there's a physical version of this game, does it ship with soup?
It should Yes. Yes. Yes, it should. Should we move over to the Xbox game?
We should.
On the Xbox One, they're all a lot more convoluted with their releases than PS4. PlayStation or Sony, you just get the games.
I still get confused by this.
The Xbox games.
It still messes with my head.
So basically, you need kind of an engineering degree, which luckily I got just on the side for kicks. So, The Hand of Fate, which is some RPG game I don't care about, but that game is available for the entire month of February. The 1st through to the 29th? Is it 29 days?
29 this year.
Fuck. Gotta work an extra day for free.
Yep.
I hate these years. That is the entire month. Then we got Styx Masters of Shadows, which is a stealth game. I'm sure that was on PS Plus at one point. I feel like we've at least talked about it.
It's definitely familiar.
Yeah, it looks like quite a good game actually. But that one is from the 16th of the month through to the 15th of March. With me so far?
Yeah. I know that they do
so
this.
it lasts
sort of
basically
thing.
the period of a month. It's just
they're not all
offset.
together.
Yeah.
And then on the 360, we have Sacred Citadel, which again is another game I don't care about, but that's the first half of the month. So the 360 games you only get for half a month. That's the 1st until the 15th. And then from the 16th till the 29th, you get Gears of War 2, which is a really good game, but a lot of people might have already got it when they picked up Gears of War Ultimate, if they did pick up Gears of War Ultimate, because you got free codes for all of the 360 games.
Or chances are, just have it anyway.
Or just have it anyway, yeah. This is the final game on the Gears franchise that hasn't been in the Games for Gold or Games with Gold kind of offering program. So now, technically, even if you've not bought Ultimate Edition, as long as you grab your Gold games, you should have all 4 now.
The whole collection, yeah.
So that's good.
So basically, just to summarise, PS4, both games for a month, whereas with Xbox, it's a new game every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Essentially,
Yeah.
That's what I said, just in a very long-winded way. And also the offering on Xbox. I think PlayStation wins this month.
I think so,
I mean, Gears is a nice game, but it's a very old game. So I think PlayStation wins this month.
Yeah, I part of me does wish that I could, turn the PS3 on occasionally and actually look at some of these games, because I've collected so many added to my library. But of course, you have to turn on your.
But you're worried that the gears might grind and so on now because it's been sat idle.
It's been a little while. Yeah.
Right, that's enough talking of old games. Let's get on to some new games that are coming. The next few items we're going to be talking about all new release games announcements that happened this week. The year's finally kicking into gear, so to speak. First up, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutants in Manhattan. It's been basically unofficially confirmed for ages. We had an ESRB rating of the game. We saw the achievement list pop up online.
That's right.
We saw screenshots of the game. And then finally they released a trailer. And even that was leaked like 12 hours earlier than it should have been. But it's here, it's real, it's official. It's coming from Platinum Games, who you might know them from Bayonetta, but they've also made Legend of Korra and the latest Transformers game, which apparently was pretty good. I've heard pretty good things about it.
I know you were sort of like interested in that when it came up.
It was like beat 'em up game.
Oh,
it
yeah.
Kind of looked like the cartoon, looked exactly like it.
Yeah. It was very, and the art style was really good.
Yeah, I know you looked at that then.
Yeah. I didn't pick it up in the end because I would have done.
Is it because it was digital?
No. It was because it was a full price game, and I said I'd want to play it, but not at £40. Yes.
Yeah. Which makes me wonder whether or not this will be a similar thing.
Possibly.
It depends what we're going to see. We know it's coming in the summer. You'll see from the trailer it's overlaying, or has already overlaid now, but the art style looks pretty good. Doesn't look like this new Michael Bay shit. Looks like the cartoon.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
With the human faces that the turtles have.
It's your traditional sort of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle style artwork that you would have from the cartoons, back in my day.
Basically one of the big indicators was when they had the April O'Neil shot. It's like, oh, redhead, not Michael Bay.
not Michael Bay.
No, as in like not the Michael Bay stuff.
Did Michael Bay play April O'Neil? I don't remember that. I know what you mean. Yeah. And we also saw, as well as April, we see Bebop Rocksteady, obviously, and also Armagon as well, who's like a evil shark.
I was going to say that's the shark one, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'm super excited for this game.
Yeah,
I hope it's going to be good. Turtle games are normally not very good, but the fact that it's coming from people that made they treated the Transformers game quite well. So based on that, I'm giving them hope.
What do you reckon this game is going to be intended more to be played with 4 people?
Well, yeah,
so
that's the thing. Will it be a co-op or will it be
switch between characters?
Will it be like Arkham Knight where you tag you be all 4, but as a single experience, you kind of tag them in and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think.
I reckon it'll have something close to both options, so you can play through it singly.
I think it was just single player, to be honest.
I'm trying to think what the old Turtle games were like on the Nintendo that I used to absolutely love. But
you used to be able to have it as 2-player, so one would always be Leonardo, I think, and then the other one would be whatever. Yeah.
Was Leonardo everyone's favourite? It wasn't my favourite.
No, but what I mean is it always used to make... I think there was one where it made you be Leonardo first, and then whatever next.
I just want the blimp, really.
But yeah, fingers crossed that this is good. I'm really excited to play it. Hopefully we'll find more, either by official means or unofficial means, by the looks of it anyway.
Yeah.
So plenty of stuff leaking on the game. Perfect summer game. Look forward to it. Next up, we have another new announcement. This one is coming from Three Fields Entertainment. If you don't know who they are, it's a studio that was formed by Alex Ward and Fiona Sperry. And if you don't know who they are the founders of Criterion. And if you still don't know who that is, Burnout.
And if you don't know what
that is, you can turn off right now. I don't want any fans that don't know what Burnout is. Arguably the best racing franchise.
I think so. Definitely some nostalgia there for most people.
So yeah, they're bringing back their kind of Burnout destruction form, but in a sports game that's called Dangerous Golf. So it's basically taking a boring, mundane game and making it fun.
You're an arse.
So yeah, basically how this works is, we haven't got a trailer yet. We just got a couple of stills that I'll show you now. But it looks effectively like Burnout Crash, but with golf.
Yeah.
You hit the ball and you cause as much. So I'm actually also thinking like the screen ride mode, that second mode where you would launch the pods into the buildings.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a bit like that. You hit the ball, much damage. The more damage, the more money, and then the bigger money equals winning.
It's a great sort of couch co-op game, I think. I mean, I remember Burnout Crash just being one of those games where it was like, right, my turn, I'm going to beat that score, and right, okay, my turn, I'm going to try and cause more destruction. And
so much fun.
It was a lot of fun.
I can't wait. And the good thing about this game is it's coming out in May 2016. So we get it now, or we get the announcement now, and it's just a couple of months away. So none of this long lead-in.
Yeah.
And what we do know as well, for anyone that is worried, that we will be getting a proper Burnout successor, because they have said that they've always said back last year that they would release a sports game and then a proper racing game that would be a spiritual successor to Burnout. So
yeah,
called Burnout.
It won't be called Burnout for obvious reasons. It will be called something very similar to it, but
Burn In.
I really hope it's not called Burn In. That would be a terrible name, wouldn't it?
Outburn.
Crash and burn.
There you go.
It's
marketing.
It's got to have burn in there somewhere.
It's got to. But yeah, I'm excited to play it. As a golf fan, Ash.
Yeah.
Do you not think this looks better than any other golf game you've seen so far?
I don't think I would necessarily associate it with golf as in the sport, because it's just using.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going to have nothing to do with golf ability or skill in a golf game, like Rory McIlroy's game last year rather, there won't be any comparison, so I don't think we can associate it necessarily other than
as a golf
by name.
Other by name.
Yeah.
And the fact that there is a round object in the game.
Yeah.
Probably a driver, maybe.
It could be anything. It could be a baseball bat. It doesn't really make a lot of difference, I don't think, for this.
I jest, but I actually did really like the Tiger Woods games. On the previous generation, PS3, 360, that's when they were at their hype. They
They
really
were.
good.
I mean, there were some good years, there were some bad years. They changed some of the, we're digressing a bit, but some of the games that they released were poor, and I didn't get on with them. I did enjoy the Rory McIlroy one, and I think with the added graphics and everything, it was just a shame that a couple of the big courses were missing.
Yeah. Oh well, there's always next year.
There's always next year. This year.
Or maybe this year. Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
Next up, we have another new game announcement, this time coming from Insomniac Games. This is their new title. It's called Song of the Deep. It is a 2D side-scrolling Metroidvania kind of style game. It's being described by the studio as very much a passion project, which you always like to hear them say. I mean, if it's something that they're really passionate about, it's generally going to be, hopefully it's going to be good. Basically, you follow a 12-year-old girl on a journey to find her lost father. It takes place kind of in a world of underwater cities and stuff like that. So, what was your impression from the trailer, Dan? I think this looks like a nice, colourful sort of game. I don't know how you feel about the Metroidvania type games, but I was quite excited for it.
Yeah, so what was it you used to describe it on the website, like the new Ori?
It could be. That's what I thought, maybe, because it's that type of game. Insomniac is known to be a very colourful studio, Ratchet and Clank, Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah.
So it could be this year's. oi. And if it is, then I'd obviously be very, very happy because that was a fantastic game. But, even if it's just not as good as that and just a fun, entertaining game, I'm excited by what I've seen, which is like 90 seconds of trailer.
Yeah, I would say my initial feelings are positive. I'm intrigued to see a bit more about this and learn a bit more about the game and what else it holds. I mean, you can't take everything away from a 90-second trailer, but you certainly, first impressions do go a long way.
The game is coming out in the summer, so obviously there'll be more information coming out, I would assume, over the coming months. Probably going to be download only, I would imagine. I might be wrong. But actually, no, is this the one where there was a game this week where they were teaming up with GameSpot? GameStop. Is that the US shop? GameStop. Yeah. And it was going to, that was it. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's going to be only in GameStop stores. So for us, it will be digital only.
Oh.
Unless you get it imported from America.
Ah, yeah, that's fine.
Or we just get GameStop.
We're not going to get GameStop. We don't even have game.
I know.
But yeah. So 3 very good, very different games to look forward to over the coming months.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
More games to look forward to.
Always
more. We're very much on the announcements this week. These are games that are probably already known to be coming. They're not necessarily surprising announcements, but this might give us a window into where exactly they're going to be releasing. So EA had an investor call this week, as they have every quarter, saying how much money they've made, blah blah blah. But the important
They made lots.
I'm sure they made lots of money. I didn't look at the financials, but
no, that's what they say in the call. They just say we made lots of money. Leave it at that.
Yeah.
So much money, and then they send like little Scrooge McDuck gifts down to their on their Skype call. So yeah, we're looking at their big 3 titles that are going to be coming. Titanfall 2, a Battlefield game. It hasn't been announced, but like Call of Duty, like FIFA, it's just clockwork. They happen.
Yeah.
And then the other big one is Mass Effect Andromeda, which Dan gets as giddy as a schoolgirl every time we talk about it. So Blake Jorgensen, who is the CFO, said that all of these games are coming fiscal 2017, which in normal speak basically means before the end of March 2017.
Yeah.
He then said that they'll probably all be in the second half of that year, which then means October 2016 to March 2017.
Yeah.
He then said that Battlefield will be coming in the 3rd quarter, so October, November, December period. So thinking probably October for that. You want to get it out. Call of Duty is normally November. You want to be out before Call of Duty, not after. So then that means probably one of Titanfall and Mass Effects drop out of this year because you're not going to release 2 titles in November, and you're also not going to release a title in December.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about Mass Effect being delayed, Dan?
Not happening.
Not happening.
Not happening.
Not allowed to happen.
No.
It would make your game of the year a lot more difficult to do, though.
I actually genuinely, if you look at that, think that out of Mass Effect and Titanfall, it's the one that wouldn't, because Battlefield ends up being generally a multiplayer shooter.
Yep.
Titanfall is a multiplayer shooter, therefore it would make sense for them to space those out. Otherwise,
completely.
you're robbing one game of its target audience.
Yeah, you're literally going head to head with yourself, which is stupid.
Is.
You're completely right. Yeah, I didn't even think about it that way. I was thinking more about, I was saying to you before, about how you don't want to go up against Call of Duty with it, not thinking you don't want to go up against yourself.
Yeah.
So that makes a lot more sense. So Mass Effect November then,
Hopefully.
pretty much
Really hope so.
on N7 day. Even we looked it up, did we? It was like a Monday or something, wasn't it? I think, or a Thursday or something.
Yeah.
I remember when we did a video about it. And then Titanfall March, probably about right. That's when the last Titanfall came out. I think it came out like a March, April kind of game.
Yeah.
This is all as of right now as well.
Yeah,
Speculation. Games get delayed.
It is speculative.
But this is obviously their initial targets.
We're thinking about it from a common sense point of view, and what would make
common
most
sense always prevails.
Well, it should. It should.
It should always prevail, but it very rarely does.
Nah, these guys generally know what they're doing, and I think
Yeah.
you're right. Spacing them out and having them staggered like they would do, and they've almost but confirmed that the Battlefield's going to be October, November time already. So
yeah, that was the one that they did go and say. They didn't want to confirm Titanfall, Mass Effect, but like you say, de facto, by confirming one, they almost confirm the other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you excited for a new Battlefield, then, Ash? You're
Oh,
a
yeah.
big fan of Hardline.
Massive fan of Hardline. I really, I'm quite looking forward to it. I think the Battlefield 4, I just didn't get into it.
No.
Nowhere near as much.
If they take it back to being a military shooter,
So
would that make you less excited for it because of how Hardline was sort of like off?
I liked the story sort of centered on Hardline. I thought it was well done. I mean, it was more my kind of game. Then it didn't feel like a first person shooter.
So basically, if they
Hardline,
could bring out something like that again,
yeah,
you'd prefer it then if they went and did. Here's another modern warfare kind of shooter.
That's an interesting question, though, as well, isn't it? I mean, we can maybe save this for another day where we can talk about more in depth, but what area do they go to? Like, everything is modern warfare shooting now. Even Titanfall, okay, you're in the mech suits, but before that, it's a modern warfare kind of style.
Well, there's
advanced
nothing to
warfare
prevent
shooter.
them
So
from
why
doing another Hardline
No, there isn't.
or something along. Like,
I don't think it's sold that well, though.
Well,
so
it will come down to the success, won't it? And
I don't know the figures, but I don't think
they'd have already established that by now. They would already be underway. But
although we did talk about maybe them being the ones to take the shoots back to World War II.
To World War II.
yeah, potentially. But I think the good thing is Battlefield clearly aren't scared to try different things. You know, they proved that, I think, with Hardline being different from Battlefield 4. They were completely different games, and you'd never think they were the same franchise.
Especially when you're a Space Marine in the next one, then.
Yeah. Treading on the toes of Mass Effect.
Could be anything.
Mass Effect, the first-person shooter.
Yeah.
But I think the impetus is on EA to do that, because if you go head-to-head with Call of Duty, you lose. So it's on the impetus of them, Ubisoft with Rainbow Six, to bring something different.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll see. I don't want another advanced modern warfare shooter kind of. We got enough of them.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the war.
Yeah. I did play through Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and I did enjoy the game, but I certainly wouldn't want to necessarily have another one. I just don't think, having one within a series is fine, and mix it up a bit. And I think that's why it's nice to have, you had your Advanced Warfare, then you have your Black Ops coming out as well, obviously, which are very different games again for Call of Duty.
Yeah. The interesting thing will be this year as well, with it being Infinity Ward's turn, and they did Ghosts, which I think was
terrible,
big failure. So there's not going to be a Ghosts 2.
No.
They recently got that guy from Rise of the Tomb Raider went over to their studio, and they got some Naughty Dog guy over there as well, I guess, to help with the story. So it'll be interesting to see what area, because if they've already got Advanced Warfare, and Black Ops is kind of still more, it's not the same, but it still focuses on that kind of modern, like Black Ops 3 very much like the modern, the agility, the super exoskeleton suits and stuff.
Maybe we'll have more of a Halo sort of on a different planet.
Call of Duty: The American Revolution. I'm calling it now.
Yeah?
Yeah, you have to fight with a musket.
I would be
two to three shots every minute. That's all you can do.
I would take that bet with you.
Call of Duty Primal.
No.
Yeah.
They're not going to go back too far, though, because everyone likes the fast-paced shooters now.
They do. Yeah, I think at some point either Battlefield or Call of Duty will move it to a space game. I think. Right.
I agree.
I think so.
Right. That's all we got on the news. I mean, there's a lot more news, but those are the main topics we're focusing on this week.
We have.
There was a lot more news on our website this week, but if you want more news, then
let's go and read my illiterate ramblings. Let's get to the game releases for this week. A couple of big ones. Lego Marvel Avengers, the first up, on pretty much every platform available. PS4, Xbox One, Wii U, Vita, 3DS, PC, 360, PS3. So not really huge amount to say. It's just another Lego game. This, going back, the last one, or the last superhero one, was obviously Batman 3. On Gotham, so that was a DC one, so they're now going back to the Marvel universe. There's a lot of story content here from the films that we've seen over the last 5-6 years. The 2 Avenger films, the 2 Captain Americas, Iron Man 3, and Thor: The Dark World.
Thor,
So, Ash, I think you're the resident Lego player. If we were to have one,
Yeah, I've got a lot of Lego games.
are you excited for this
PS4.
one? Did you pick it up?
I haven't yet, but I can tell you now I will definitely be picking it up. I loved the Marvel Superheroes game, the Lego, which was I think I got it on PS3.
It was it launched
just
with the
PS4.
new consoles, I think, but yeah,
it did.
I think it came out beforehand.
I got it on the PS3 and was halfway through the game, and then picked it up for my PS4, and then played it from the start again and platinumed it. It was an amazing game.
They are good fun games.
They are just so much fun. You know, they're well written. The characters, powers or abilities are really good and well thought of and constructed in the game and how they work. There is that element of puzzle to the game itself as well. You've got your comedy written in there, which the humour side of it has always been very good with Lego games. Going back to sort of the Lego Pirates of the Caribbean games and the Hobbit games, and the Batman ones. I've got so many of them.
Harry Potter
I've got.
Has there ever been a Star Wars one?
Yes,
yeah,
there has.
I'm surprised they're not bringing that back now. I suppose now because Disney own it, they don't want Lego. They'll keep it. They're keeping it for their Disney Infinity, aren't they?
But the Marvel ones are good. The Marvel ones are really good.
Yeah.
Where you've got Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America, all these really good characters. I'm excited to play it.
I want to play it.
It's hours of fun.
I want to play it, but I got so upset last time with DC that I just couldn't get quite to the platinum. I 100% in every level, and I just needed to do all the side stuff on those different planets and stuff, and I never got round to finishing it off.
You'll get back to it someday.
No, I won't. It's gone. It's way too far
The
gone.
window has gone. But yeah, really good games. Any Lego games, I think generally are pretty good nowadays. But the Marvel ones are especially good.
Moving on. Next up, we have on PS4 on PC, The Witness. This is a new game out earlier in the week. You can find a Let's Play that I did on our channel. It's a puzzle game, very pretty, first person, kind of like a lost, mysterious island. Even the game doesn't have a menu screen. It literally starts up and you're straight there.
Yeah.
And then that's it. You're off, you go.
Yeah.
None of the puzzles have any explanation.
Yeah. No control things or anything, I think, is there? It's
just you work this out.
Yeah.
You're a big boy, you can do it.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
Yes. Very hard.
It is. Yeah. I like it though. It is really good.
It
and
is.
when you solve them, there is the satisfaction of it. But
yeah.
I've already got to the stage now where it's like I have no idea. And I've only played I played that Let's Play, which was the first 20 minutes, and I've played maybe another 2 hours after that. I've done the first sync beam. If people have played the game, I know what they're talking about. You guys probably have no idea what I'm talking about.
No. But I did watch
light beam.
I did watch the Let's Play and
pointed out me being wrong.
Well, yeah.
I did work that out without your help, though. I will say I did. When I went back to it when it wasn't 7 a.m, I did work it out.
But it does. I mean, I think if you like puzzle games, this game does look good. It's definitely more. I would say in terms of puzzle games, there's your standard puzzle games, and then there's this, which is, I think for me, looks a lot harder in terms of puzzle. So if you like something, you're someone with a pretty high IQ, unlike Matt, that really wants to get into this, then.
Hello.
Hello.
Why you stop? I'm just listening to you.
Okay.
What about you, Dan? Do you like being infuriated? Do you think this is one you're going to pick up?
Oh, there are some puzzle games and sort of puzzles within games that at some point I just go, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, and I have to give up on those sort of things. So I don't know if I could do a complete puzzle game.
Yeah,
and so it's just like I look at some of them and I instantly get it, or there's other ones where forever I'm just like, I'm clearly missing something. I don't see what it is, and then I go look it up and it's like, how did I miss that? Because it's so blatantly obvious that I'm overlooking it.
Yeah. That's one thing I find that is big about this, is that people try to overthink it because they. But there's a couple of different types of gamers. There's some people that just want to play games for the fun of it, and if you want to play games for fun, Lego Marvel Avengers.
Absolutely.
Perfect. If you want to be challenged, infuriated, frustrated, great controllers, Swear at the screen. Then the witness is for you.
Also this week.
Also, yeah, we then have Sebastian Loeb's Rally Evo. It's a rally game. The trailer wants to shove down your throat how amazing this Loeb guy is at rally.
When really all we want to know is how good the game plays.
Basically, my expert opinion on this game that I haven't played is you should wait for Dirt Rally. I mean, this might be a good game, but I know for a fact that Dirt Rally will be better. I can't technically know that for a fact. I haven't played it. I do realise the flaw in the language I'm using. But Dirt Rally comes out in the spring, and Codemasters are they are the original Rally Masters.
They are.
So, but this one actually, to be fair, looks right.
It does look okay. You know, if maybe you're impatient and you're desperate for that rally game, then maybe pick it up. But yeah.
Next up on the PS4 and Xbox One, we have This War of Mine, the Little Ones. This is a war-based game, surprisingly enough, in some Bosnian war in the 90s, in some place that I'm not going to repeat because I can't remember what it was.
Sarajevo.
I couldn't remember. I honestly couldn't remember. There's nothing to do with that. I couldn't pronounce it. I couldn't remember it.
Sarajevo.
That was before I realised it was Bosnian, by the way, because of the way the description was wrote. But yeah, basically this follows more kind of a narrative of the civilian side of a war rather than the front line enemy facing. Do you think this looked like one that, you're a history fan, Dan? Do you like war?
Do I like war?
That's not the way. Does war interest you?
Does anyone like war?
I'm sure that, the point of war is there's always someone that likes war.
Yeah. No, it's an interesting way to go with the stories. Like, they're always usually, if they have the impact on the civilian side, it's usually through the eyes of your protagonist, who's actually normally a soldier.
Yeah.
It's like out fighting, letters from home or something like, it's always done in that way.
Yeah.
To actually target just the civilian side of it's an interesting way to go.
It is.
I'm intrigued by it. I'm definitely intrigued.
I think if you like a good story, and I think by all accounts this is well written in terms of a story on a game, and it's definitely got that emotional factor there. I think it's probably worth looking at, but looks good.
We'll see. We're moving on. We've got Klaus on the PS4. This is a puzzle platformer about a gentleman named
Klaus.
Correct. How do you know that?
Because it's written on his arm.
It is written on his arm. It's the only thing he has.
He might not be called Klaus.
No. It might stand for something.
Yeah, that's very
All
true.
we know.
Yeah.
But
It
yeah,
could be
it's
just put in there.
Maybe it's the property of Klaus.
Maybe.
How you
Maybe
write
Klaus
your name
is
on everything you own.
Maybe Klaus is his loved one.
Maybe.
Maybe he's even X. Who knows?
Could be the dog.
Could be. I would get my dog. If I was to get a tattoo, that's what I'd get. I'd get a picture of my dog tattooed on me. His stupid face. He's amazing.
So Klaus.
But yeah, Klaus is it's a 2D puzzle game. Kind of the art style kind of reminded me a little bit of Super Meat Boy. Obviously not quite the same, but you're seeing it here. We don't really have anything hugely extra to add.
No, it's
standard
sort of
these games.
we do see a lot of these.
We've got AIPD, PS4, Xbox One, which is, Dan, our weekly space shooter.
Twin stick space shooter as well.
It
fills the 2-in-1 quota.
It does.
So yeah, we don't really need to say a huge amount about this because we'll just say the same words we say every week.
Yeah.
Looks fun. It's no Resogun. Next up we have Level 22 on Xbox One, which looks awesome fun. This is a stealth game, but with a little bit of a twist.
Yeah.
It takes place in the kind of the dangerous location of your work office. You're late for work, and you have to make sure you're not get caught as you're trying to get to your desk unnoticed. Which is really stupid because even if you're not seen, all it would take is someone to see you're not at your desk to realise that you're late.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
There's a slight flaw in this complexities of this game.
Yeah.
But I think it's a nice, fun concept.
It is a nice, fun game, and it looks like it would challenge you. I think there's certain areas you can go and can't go to be spotted. It's like that. What was that game we had 2 weeks ago where you had that sort of shadow and you had to stay in the shadow or whatever that moves? It's a top-down game.
Volume.
Was it?
Yeah. Volume was where you have to stay out of like the searchlights and stuff.
Yeah. So I mean similar sort of thing to that, I suppose. But
it looks fun. I like it. It'd be perfect for me to learn how to be late for work and not get in trouble. Because at the moment, I can only do the former.
Yeah.
We then have amazing Princess Sarah, also on the Xbox One, and she does look pretty amazing. What? Anyway, the reason I say that is we're actually talking about the sexiest video game characters this week on Party Chat. Will Sarah be in it? You'll have to tune in to find out. But this is surprisingly nothing that the art image of the video indicated. It's almost like they think that boobs sell. I mean, I don't know where people came up with that concept before.
I don't know.
I've never heard of it.
It's a weird one.
Yeah. But anyway, this just basically looks like a 16-bit 2D platformer.
Yeah.
But rather than, being an Italian plumber, you're a female princess.
Do you think just very quickly on that,
Yeah.
do you think the basis of the game is what the princesses were doing while waiting for Mario to hurry up and actually find them?
Yeah,
Maybe.
probably. Yeah.
It's the other side of the story.
Yeah.
We then have Roblox,
Lego,
Minecraft-ish, not a huge amount else. So you basically, Project Sparkle,
Yeah.
it looks like you build your own game with Lego blocks. Cool, if you have that creative mind.
interconnecting
Temptations.
3D building blocks.
Yeah.
I think to avoid any legal issues.
Lego, whoa, come at me, Lego.
No, not for us. That's their decision.
We won't really get a lot of money out of the three of us.
Yeah. We then have Mega Coin Squad on the PS4. We've talked about this before when it came out for Xbox.
Yeah.
Quite a few months ago.
Yeah.
It's another 2D platformer, but rather than collecting mushrooms, you collect coins.
Yeah, it's designed to be like a competitive multiplayer game.
Yeah, it
Essentially.
looked fun when we looked at it then. Still looks the exact same game, surprisingly.
Unbelievably so, yes.
Amazing. And then the final two games we're not going to spend any time on, mainly because I have no interest in them, and so it's simple as that. We have The Living Dungeon on Xbox One, which is like a tactical dungeon, dragon, weird game thing. And then you've got Doodle God on the PS4, which was a mobile game, which has now come to consoles, and it looks like...
A mobile game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You basically be God, you control the world, build things, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. So, what are our picks this week? I will go to Dan first.
Lego. It's got to.
Is this Roblox?
No, actual
Actual Lego.
Actual Lego. Like it looks fun. Like I know some of the other games that are out there are interesting, but just the general fun gameplay of Lego.
Yeah.
Got to go with it.
I think, I would agree with Dan. I think, Lego's definitely the top pick this week, although, I don't want to take anything away from The Witness, which equally looks good, but I just think in terms of the amount of enjoyment you would get out of a game.
It's fun. It's your pick.
You would get Lego.
It's your pick. You can pick whichever one you want.
I tend to shut my brain down a
rationalising
bit when I'm gaming, so it's like...
Yeah, you want your game, you're on the enjoyable side, you want to have fun.
Yeah,
not think about things too
exactly.
hard.
So, Lego wins my vote this week, but Witness does also look good.
Well, that's fine, because I'm going to give the love to The Witness this week. So, yeah, I've really enjoyed what I've played so far. I'd recommend that you go and pick it up and try it out, because it's good. It makes you think. I'm pretty sure I can feel my IQs rising as I play the game. Or should I say my IQ?
Yeah.
My singular Q.
It has to go up. It can't.
It's
go
at
down.
least doubled.
It can't go down much more. So.
But no, really good fun. Like I said, check out the Let's Play that I did if you want to have a quick look and see what the game looks like. I'll maybe try and annotate it here if I remember.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't know. I'll just go and click on the channel, it's fine. So yeah, that's it for this week. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to let us know in the comments down below which of these games you're excited for. Dangerous Golf, Turtles, Song of the Deep, Andromeda. Plenty of upcoming games that we've talked about this week.
Yeah.
And let us know as well how you're going on with The Witness. Maybe we can exchange some tips on some of the ridiculously hard puzzles.
And help Matt get past where he's stuck.
Yeah, Matt wants help.
No one knows where I'm stuck right now, apart from me. But for now, Ash, Dan,
Cheers, guys.
thank you very much. And everyone out there, thanks for watching. We'll see you all next time.